Mexico mystery. Old stone pillars covered with symbols found in the forest. But so far, no one seems to know anything about them. As News 13's Chris McKee shows you on special assignment, one man is trying to solve this mystery.
Who made this? How did it wind up in northern New Mexico? What does it mean?
For Louis Cerna, it's one of New Mexico's great unsolved mysteries.
It had some meaning to somebody, and the big question is who?
Stone pillars found in the Valle Vidal north of Eagle Nest, covered with carved symbols.
It certainly is a mystery that has a lot to it.
A mystery that might hold clues to the area's history.
It's what I'm calling the St. James Monument.
An unofficial name Louis has given this stone pillar after the historic St. James Hotel in Cimarron, where his quest for answers begins.
It was July the 7th of 2013.
A Springer and Cimarron native with a hobby writing about history, Louis was visiting home, staying at the St. James Hotel.
I was walking around the lobby there, kind of looking for anything of interest.
Tucked away in a corner, he found it. A 3.5-foot tall, four-sided stone pillar.
I looked at it. I noticed that there were symbols on there that certainly did not have anything to do with New Mexico.
Those symbols, Templar crosses on all four sides.
I think that it came from elsewhere.
New Mexico's first known settlers were European, but Louis thinks someone else made the pillar.
Since the theme is the Templar cross, then I think we're talking about Jerusalem, the Middle East, the temple.
He learned more about the stone from the hotel's old owner,
Ed Sitzberger.
Sitzberger told him a rancher brought the stone to the hotel from the forest in 1987.
And it's been there ever since.
But Louis has had a hard time finding out who put up the stone pillar and why.
I've been doing this now for 4 years.
He says UNM archaeologists, state and federal historians, and local religious organizations aren't interested.
I don't know why there is this reluctance, to get into this.
Some have worried it's a hoax, but then the mystery deepened.
Well, I was amazed, to say the least. I was amazed.
Last year, a Forest Service ranger sent Louis these photos, a similar-sized pillar with similar markings found in the same area of the Carson National Forest.
It's still standing there.
While the stone is surrounded by what are thought to be gravestones,
you don't think it's a cemetery headstone?
Oh, no, it absolutely is not.
He believes that because it's the only one of its kind in what they call a cemetery, and because of what it's missing.
For one thing, obviously there's no name on it, and no birth date, no death date, nothing like that.
He thinks settlers and fur trappers may have thought it was sacred ground and buried people near the stone.
Everything about it just screams that it's from the Middle East.
Louis thinks the stone's symbols are religious, starting with the peaks on each side.
If you see pictures of the temple, talking about Solomon's temple, you see these parapets at the top of it.
He showed the photos to an Albuquerque rabbi.
And we went over this.
He says this cup might be a menorah.
The earliest menorah had only 2 candle holders on it.
And this circle could be an Egyptian sun symbol.
Or the all-seeing eye.
There's also an 8-point star seen on the pillar still standing.
The 8-point star is an ancient symbol. The Templar Knights, when they started their crusades, they took that 8-point star as their badge.
So what does it all mean?
I think it's a message. It's a message for somebody that was to follow.
He isn't sure, though, and now hopes other historians can help him solve the mystery.
I would love to be able to solve this before I'm done.
On special assignment, Chris McKee, KRQE News 13.
Open our KRQE News app to see an extended interview with Louis, plus get a closer look at all of those pillars and the symbols driving this mystery.
Ooh,